Okay, everybody. Well, okay, so just before we start, obviously this half an hour is going to go very, very quickly. Thank you to LBD. I'm not wearing my little black dress today, but thanks to LBD for setting up these sessions. I've really been enjoying them and the varied teaching that is coming through the screen. Okay, it's a little bit of sanity in this madness at the moment for us all. So, as you can see, my dojo is about 7 foot square. Okay, I live in a hobbit house, so it really is a small space. So, I'm going to deliver 2 drills for you today. One will be more for the junior grades, and the second part will be more for the senior grades. Both drills will be applicable to everybody. Please just try them to the best of your ability and take what you like from them, okay? It's all about developing your own karate. So, the style of practice, karate I practice is Shindo, Jin and Ryu. And these drills are based on Sensei Konishi's teaching, followed now by Sensei Simon Oliver in the JKR UK. So if you don't know who Sensei Konishi is, he's fundamental in the teaching of karate. So you can read about him on the JKR UK website if you're not familiar. So we'll get straight into it. Okay, so we're in about 10 minutes on the first drill and then a little bit longer on the second drill. So in the JKR we have something called Boko Ryoko Tagata, okay, which is a small kata of basic movements, and it's practiced in almost a static position. Okay, so we'll crack on with Boko Ryoko Tagata. Okay, so we practice it like a little kata from yoi. So everybody into yoi. Now the first difference is we step forward with our first move on our right side, okay, into agyuki. Okay, now senior grades, you can think of this as an ate as well as an uki, okay, because we are entering forwards into our opponent's space. So, from yoi, agyuki, gyakuzuki. Okay, from here, we're going to move our body weight across our body, bringing a block across into shikodachi, strike gidanbrai, gyakuzuki. Okay, and then from there, we're going to do an inside block, gyakuzuki. Okay, so just from the beginning again, just so you can get hold of the drill. It's very simple. Agyuki, okay, gyakuzuki, cross, gidanbrai. Think of them as a strike, senior grades. Bring your foot back across, gyakuzuki, zenkutsudachi. Underneath, uchuki, gyakuzuki. Now add to this outside block, gyakuzuki. Now here, we're now going to compress back. Okay, if you remember Sensei Douglas Hunter's class a couple of weeks ago, last week, okay, it's all blurring into one. Compress back to Niko Ashidashi, cover back on your way back. Niko Ashidashi and drive forward with your gyakuzuki. Great feeling for your senior grade, yeah? Drive forward with your gyakuzuki. Okay, and the last move is we just come outside and strike to the groin. Okay, so this isn't a groin strike. It's obviously catching an arm, locking and striking, okay? Just to give you an idea of the application. So back to yoi. And here we go. H, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. Now that is it on one side. Okay. So just go through that again. Okay, from yoi, H, ni. Okay, so nice, good gyakuzuki. Cover and striking shikodachi. Gyakuzuki. Inside block, gyakuzuki. Outside block, gyakuzuki. Compress back, cover. strike, Gyakuzuki. Okay, and from here, strike. This is Motodachi, Gyakuzuki. Okay, have you got that? Okay, so let's just try that once more to count on this side and I'll let you have a go yourselves. Okay, so from here. H, ni, san, shi. Inside, outside, compress back, equalize stretching, strike, strike, right, and back forward. Okay, so the full drill, we now repeat on the other side. Okay, so everybody with me? Okay, so we're now going to repeat that drill. All you're doing is stepping forward and moving in this tiny little area, okay? So, other side, step forward, left side. Gyakuzuki. Shikadachi Gidanbrai. Gyakuzuki. Inside block. Gyakuzuki. Outside block. Gyakuzuki. Compress back. Gyakuzuki. Driving that punch forward. Here, outside block. So that's the whole drill. We teach this to 9th, 8th Qs going to 7th Q. 7th Qs, okay, it's a junior grade mini kata in our JKR syllabus. Again, it's completely applicable to any karate. Karate is karate. We all need to be open-minded. So, let's do the whole drill to count, and I'm going to come to the screen and just got it, okay? So, Bokuryoku to gata, and here we go, just slow to count. H, ni, san, shi, go, go. Roy, other side, nice and slow. Go. Go. Look. And back to you. That is the complete drill, okay? Really nice little drill, practicing stances, your hip work, your blocks, and your Gyakuzuki in one place, okay? So I'll spend about 10 minutes on this. So I'm going to come to the screen, and I'd like you to have a go in your own time, yeah? So Bokuryoku to gata, hajime in your own time. Good. Other side if you can as well, everybody, into the left side as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see more people, Andy.
1, 2.
Yes. Okay, so if you're having trouble with the full drill, just do the drill on the first side until you get it both sides, okay? So we'll just go through it once more. Okay, I'm going to do it with you. And drill nice and slow to count. Last time on this drill, okay? Anyway. Okay, so looking at the time now, I'd just like to see you guys do this drill once more for me. Okay, I can see Sensei Ivan. I can't see anyone else at the moment, Andy.
You need to scroll across, Paul.
Yeah, go down.
Scrollable, you can see, mate.
Down a review.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay. So all the way through in your own time. How'd you run? Yeah. Excellent. Well done, everybody. It's nice and hot in my house already. I hope it's nice and warm where you are. Okay. So if you think about this drill, we also apply it with a partner. So it's something that you can do as partner work as well. So one of our drills. Now I'm going to move on because I'd like to spend a little bit more time on the second drill. Before I go on to the second drill, we're going to just do a little bit of talk about delivering MP techniques, okay? So at the end of this drill I'm going to do, those of you in the JKR will be familiar with it. Those of you that have possibly trained with me at Dunstable Bushido may be familiar with this drill too, because I have delivered it a couple of times there when Sensei Ives asked me to teach. So at the end of the drill, we do an MP, okay? So here's our MP, okay? MP technique, okay? So the way we deliver the final MP of this technique is it's a dropping MP, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the very tip of our elbow to strike down, okay? As opposed to, okay? So obviously we can drive our hip and our body weight in this way, but what we can do is we can use
That's right, mate.
dropping energy as well. Can you all see that? Okay, so we're dropping our energy into the technique, not just round, down. So if any of you just feel this kind of feeling of compressing down into the technique, okay? So I have a little assistant here, cover me. Okay, so she's just going to hold a pad for me. Now, if you have a big bag at home, if you have a punch bag, okay, it's very satisfying to try this delivery on a bag to feel the difference in power. Okay, so normal MP would come here. What we're going to do is we're going to drop our partner down by bringing their target down. Now this would work to the sternum or to the face, side of the face, okay? So we're looking to deliver, hold that for me please, Kayla. Okay, so you can see how committed I am to that technique. Once more please. Okay, slicing down, dropping your energy down. Once more, Kayla. Okay. Try this on a bag when you have the chance. It's very satisfying. Thank you, Kayla. Right. So now we're going to go on to the second drill. Thank you, Kayla. So this drill, those of you in the JK will be familiar with it. The most common assault that you're going to deal with outside of the dojo, if you're working on your own self-protection, is a right hook. Okay? It is the most recorded common assault, right hook. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, it's coming out of your peripheral. Now this drill is designed to make you work as if you're being attacked by 3 people. You're going to have an opponent coming in from your left side, an opponent coming in from behind, and then another opponent from behind you again. Okay, so it's more for the seniors. When we practice it, keep it fluid. Keep it fluid, no tension. And once again, we're moving into our opponent, not away from our opponent, giving them the opportunity to reload their technique. Okay? Be brave and move in. So, fluidity, transition of your body weight into your opponent. going back to Sensei Douglas's class, last weekend. Yeah, the days blur into one for me now. So, here's the drill. You go from a relaxed position. Pretty freestyle, nollie, hands up, hands down, okay? It's on. It's on the side, okay? The first attacker is swinging at you out of your peripheral. You move your right leg in and uchi or uchiate into that technique. Before the second punch comes, because it's coming, you drive forward, Yamazaki, into the chin, okay? Now again, driving forward, Teisho, which is obviously striking here, and across the face here. Or if you like, throat punch, okay? You can make these techniques up to suit your favorite technique. So once more, first move. Ich, ni, san. Okay? Everybody still with me? Of course. We're still dealing with this opponent. So we're now going to kick. Now, it could be a Hisageri because he's here. It could be a Maigeri because he's a little bit further away. But for the purposes of the drill, we're going to deliver a Kiyagi. Okay? So Kiyagi, and then turn, knife hand block. So back to the beginning. Ich, ni, san. Ki, block. Okay? So when you're turning, make sure you're covering striking. Okay, so when you're turning, you're caging, covering, striking. So moving forward again. Ich, ni, san. Draw. Then now dealing with your second opponent. Okay, so cover, strike. Maigeri. Front Maigeri. Now you're going to drive through, Gakuzuki feeling, Nukate into the neck, or it could be striking the thumb into the eye down the side of the face, okay? So cover, strike, Maigeri, Nukate. Again, shifting your weight through the technique. Okay, now I've now got an opponent coming in from behind, okay? I'm going to cage and cover. I'm going to lift my leg up, deliver the Kensetsu Fumikomi, MP, if you like, a Uraken, and there's this dropping MP. So I'll do this towards the screen. Okay, so I've just delivered here, opponent's coming in. I'm covering, bang, take his knee out, take his thigh out. MP, you're Uraken if you need it, and here it is, guys. Drop, and back to free throw. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? Okay. So let's do that whole drill slowly. Okay, so take the time. Good, we've got 10 minutes. So we're going to get to the end of this, no problem. So from here, ich, ni, san, shi, o, sich, hat, ko, je. That's my best side towards you. Okay, now I've got my best side, so we're going to carry on until you get the full feeling. Okay, from here, we're now being attacked here. Same thing off the other side. Yamazaki Dojo. Another side. Now, being attacked from the screen. Lift the leg, drive it down. MP Uraken if you need it. Here it is, guys. Down. Down. How are you all doing? Is everybody getting this, yeah? Nice and fluid, guys. Don't worry too much about the power. Think about the distance, the timing, and the fluidity of your movements. Trying to deal with 3 people almost simultaneously. So let's just practice the left side again. So from here, nice and relaxed, all the way through to the end of the first bit. The count. Ish, up, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. Yes! And then you're going to go on the other side. Ish, knee, sun. Yo, rock, and Kia here, yeah? Okay. So we start facing the screen, we finish facing the screen. Okay, so if you're having a little bit of trouble picking it up, junior grades, just do one side, okay? Just do the left side. You've got to go all the way through, go all the way through. So I just want to see you do it slowly and see how that's looking. So in your own time, guys, have a go at the combination. Hajime. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. Nobody's judging you on this. Now, the thing to remember on this drill, okay, you can add your own techniques. It's all about the process of moving in different directions, but moving into your opponent as away from it. If you're not used to practicing basics in this manner, I know it's quite hard to pick up. Okay, so I can see some of the JKR guys on there have got it because you've done it with Sensei Simon. If you haven't practiced your basics in this manner before, it's sometimes a little bit hard to pick up. I mean, it's similar to Jiu-Ippon, but in Jiu-Ippon, although you're moving around, your opponent is generally attacking you in a linear fashion. So what we're doing is we're trying to create those attacks and those reactions out of your peripheral. Okay, so just one thing I picked up, some of you it is quite hard, but try to lean in when you do this. Try to drop without leaning too much. Okay, release the back foot, release the back foot and try and drop the body weight down, not too much forward. Okay? Otherwise, looking good. So you can get up quite a sweat doing this.
Oof.
So we're going to have another go, okay, still to count at this stage, all right? So just keep it slow and relaxed and do it with me. Let's try and get all the way to the end. If you can't, just do it on one side. So just once more, nice and relaxed with me, okay? So, all ready stance, here we go. So, ish, san, chi, go. Hiya! 1、2、3、and ready to rumble again. Now, this dropping MP is available on a free download on Sensei Simon Oliver's website. And if anybody want the link to it, PM me after the session, I'll give you a direct link. Go to Sensei Oliver's website. The added bonus of this is you see Michael Barter getting that from Sensei Simon, which always puts a smile on my face. Okay. So what I want to do now for senior grades, we're just going to ramp this up a little bit now. Okay, so keep it fluid, but release the back foot. Release the back foot when you move into your techniques. When you move into Teisho, cover, strike, move forward, yeah? Move forward, okay? Always working into your opponent. So, let's have a go together, nice and relaxed all the way through. Okay. Ready? Nice and relaxed in your own time. Don't rush it, get the movement. Okay, is everybody with me? How are we doing for time? 5 minutes, okay. So if you've got it, give it your best shot, okay? And take it away, you can practice it in a small space after the class anytime you want. You can add your own techniques. And when you can, practice it with 2 partners. The JKR will be familiar with this. So you have opponent attacking you here, opponent attacking you here. As soon as you've dealt with this character here, you move behind and then you deal with him. So you practice it as a drill in 3s. It doesn't matter if you don't do the exact same techniques. Whatever works for you and the distance and situation you find yourself in with your opponent. But in the drill, we practice it as it is, okay? So, let's have a couple of goes. Once relaxed, once a little bit faster, and then I'm going to watch you. Okay, so here we go. Nice and relaxed in your own time, just nice and relaxed, but with focus. Hajime. Okay, so I'm now going to give it full speed. Full speed, but relaxed. No tension. Okay? Your own time. Hajime. Good. Felt good to me. All right, everybody, let's see if you've picked this up in your own time. Give it your best shot, nobody's judging you. Okay, I'd like you to do it twice, so you end up facing the screen. Understand? Good. Okay. In your own time, Hajime. Paul Smith, release that back leg. And once more when you're ready, do it once more. Brilliant. Right, what do you know, everybody? I'm going to do it with you. Okay, I'm going to do it with you for the last time. Okay, then I can go, we'll go and have a nice beer in the garden afterwards, okay? Right, last time, everybody. Senior grades, nice and fluid. In your own time, big key eye, wherever you want. Hajime. Okay. I make that 12 o'clock. I'm ready for a beer. Okay. So, thank you very much for training today, everybody. Couple of simple drills. You can make them right. Thanks for listening. I'll see you for the next session, and whoever's teaching. Okay?
Boss, thank you, Sensei.
Sensei, thank you.
Boss, thank you so much.
Boss.
Everybody.